Welcome to Bear's Lair. Hi, I'm Robert. Today I'd like to introduce you to TAC-o-TACs. It's a game I learned about on television in France when I was a boy. They had a show where they would invite several artists to come work together on one picture. I got hooked, and I've been drawing with anybody brave enough to play the game ever since. And about 40 years ago, my friend Gary was such a person. I introduced him to the game, and we've been playing it together ever since. He's a fearless drawer, just the kind of partner you want on such an adventure. So, let me walk you through this. Join me. Back in the day when Gary and I worked in the same studio, I would place a blank piece of paper on a door between several rooms, along with a pencil, eraser, and sharpener on the shelf next to it. And on our break times, we would take turns drawing, waiting for the coffee machine, waiting for a fax, waiting for whatever it was back in those days. And we would have a lot of fun with it. Sometimes these would evolve over months. Due to the nature of TAC-o-TAC being about spontaneity and very little else, often we wound up with what I like to call the cacophonic wall of confusion. So this time, to avoid that a little bit, I took my first turn with the pencil and very lightly put in some very large shapes to create a beginning of a composition and left it at that. And then it was Gary's turn. I'd like to begin by pointing out a few elements of the TAC-o-TAC that I find very, very enjoyable. First off, in the right-hand top corner, there's this creature with a giant eyeball at the cafe table. That is a perfect example of TAC-o-TAC at its best, where each of us only drew for maybe a couple of minutes and then stopped mid-drawing. The result is something that neither Gary nor I could ever draw all by ourselves. It just can't happen. And that is the real essence of the TAC-o-TAC to me. One of the gems in this drawing to me is the statue head in the top left-hand corner with a gentleman reading a book sitting at a bar in her face. Yes, that's TAC-o-TAC. One morning I made coffee, and while I was waiting, I wandered over to the TAC-o-TAC to see what I might add that day. And boy, I cracked up. This astonished gentleman just appeared overnight. He wasn't there before. That really made me laugh. I like that. Another treat in this TAC-o-TAC to me is the cloud reaching over the horizon for the peanut near the palm trees. Yes. A last small element I would like to point out is in the very middle of the picture is this little picnic taking place near the farm. Oh, nudists. The way the game works is you take turns, one pencil basically. So one person starts drawing for a couple of minutes, 4 or 5 minutes, whatever they're comfortable with, and then stops. Hopefully mid-drawing, that's when it's the most fun, and then passes the pencil. And the next person takes up from there. I have found if I take the attitude of, well, you think you're drawing that? Well, watch this. That's when we do the most laughing and have the best time. All right, now I'd like to just walk you through the picture and let you enjoy it on your own terms. Well, there you have it, a TAC-o-TAC. Not a lot more to say about them other than take turns and have a blast. Bye.